Hello, welcome to the weather update. It is 10 o'clock, and we're having a little bit of a malfunction with the satellite imagery. You can see we're dealing with some clouds today, though, but they are going to slowly push off to the south. And this is what the skies look like today. This evening here, some pretty clouds. As you know, the spot, Argyle Lake in Babylon. Looking at some of these nice clouds in the sky there around sunset. So, looking at our current conditions outside right now, it is slowly cooling off out there. It's a mild day today. Got into the 50s. But right now we're at 45 degrees, dew point's 34. And we'll take a look and see what the conditions are like at Islip right now. And let's pull those conditions up. Take time, of course. Got to be patient. So you'll see we were in the 50s today. Mid-50s was quite warm. Despite the north winds, so temperatures aren't really starting to drop until the night, but still not that chilly out there at all. And it was quite a mild day across the area still, but at least the humidity was lower compared to yesterday, so it didn't feel quite as disgustingly humid as it did yesterday. So let's go take a look at our highs, and I'm not even going to bother with the lows because we're going to set those lows tonight. You can see mid-50s generally across the area today. Looking at the models here, you'll see high pressure is going to be building in from the north. Should give us a nice day tomorrow and actually suppress a system. It'll actually suppress it into Saturday. It's a little bit of a blocking. And then Sunday we have our next system, Sunday night into Monday. And this one could end as a little snow. This is something we're going to have to keep an eye on. It's still a little a ways out, so to speak. So it's hard to say exactly what's going to happen with that. But if you look at this, you'll see. You'll also see the winds will stay up, so I don't know if we're going to see any radiational cooling or not, but you'll see here, it could be a little bit of snow at the end, perhaps, but it looks like we will have rain moving in Sunday night. Oh, it looks like more now of a Monday morning issue with this rain. That would be our next weather maker as far as precipitation goes. So let me go to the HRRR, and we'll go to the 0Z HRRR, and we'll look at our temperatures. Our dew points, first of all. So you'll see the change in the air mass coming into tonight. I mean, last night we had sort of like a dry front come through, but now we're going to have an actual cold front come through. The winds go more northerly to northeasterly. Dew points drop further below freezing. You'll see that northerly wind stick with us here into Saturday night. You'll notice, Friday night, you'll notice the winds stay up. So that's why I don't think we're going to see the radiational cooling. And then because there's a gradient between that high that's building to the north, there's some really cold air up there, and then dry air up there, and then the low that is offshore that's going to slowly move into our area as the winds go easterly and clouds start to encroach in our area on Saturday. Let's go look at our temperature forecast. So by morning, temperatures will drop into the mid-30s, and tomorrow it's still going to be seasonal, I think. Maybe even a degree above normal too. Still mid-40s. It'll be cooler than today, but still, not really feeling that cold, but compared to the way it's been. And then whether we get radiational cooling at night will depend on how cold it gets Friday night. If we don't, then lows will probably be around the freezing mark to the mid-30s. If we do, then those colder spots especially would wind up getting below freezing. And then for Saturday, with the cloud cover around, temperatures will be colder, and so we would have highs only in the upper 30s to low 40s, significantly much colder. This is, again, the HRRR thinks. I think the GFS maybe just a tad warmer. And then as we get into Sunday, we get into the effects of that system, and you'll see there's warm air off to the south, but we stay in the cool air. And then as we get into Monday, you'll see cooler conditions. All right. Skies, we'll go to that. We'll start with the GFS first, and you'll see tomorrow we have a clear day ahead of us. Tomorrow should be very nice. And then clear tomorrow night, and then for Saturday we have to watch these clouds coming in. However, GFS seems to think that they're going to stay off to the south, and if that's the case, we could have another nice day on Saturday, and then the clouds kind of come in, and we have to deal with them on Sunday, and then into Monday with that system, and then maybe we finally get rid of them by Tuesday. All right. That is the regular GFS model. There's also the RGEM model. Don't have enough of the 0Z in yet, but we can go to the 18Z run, and you'll see tomorrow is clear, and then for Saturday, you'll see what we have. These clouds are just off to the south, but it's possible that we may have clear skies, western part of Long Island perhaps, until the clouds come in later in the afternoon. And then Sunday we'll be dealing with those clouds from the system, obviously. We could also use the FV3, which, again, don't have enough of that one in. 0Z, we can look at the older run at 12Z, and you can see clear for tomorrow. And then here is Saturday, and you can see it just has the clouds just off to the south. Very interesting. So these are going to be like marine stratocumulus that are coming from this storm offshore as it sort of backs in a little bit. Some of the moisture backs into the area. But looking beyond that, we're out of the range of most of the models when it comes to that second storm. I can go to the European model as well and look at this as well and show you how the European model handles it. You see that storm offshore there, which is very interesting. So we have, if we pull this out just a little bit, eastern U.S., you see there's a low right there. It sort of like retrogrades back a little bit, which is very unusual, and gets pushed down to the south because there's this blocking that's pushing it well to the south. And then Sunday, you see that next precipitation system come in. So we still don't know exact timing on that. We're a ways away, but our next chance for wet weather would be Sunday, sometime probably in the later part of Sunday. And we just can't, it's too soon to put. We'll know more as we get to tomorrow and especially Saturday. And this could be, again, if you look at some of these models here, like the GFS, and we go a little further here, and we look at total snowfall. Let's do that. You'll see just to our north there could be some snowfall, but I'm not too confident on us seeing any snowfall from this system. Not yet, anyway. I think the air is just not cold enough, and the timing of it. If you go and you look at this here, you'll see by the time the storm moves out, you can see the colder air kind of. There's a little bit of a lag, but it's close enough that it will need to be watched, and we will watch it. So that's going to wrap up this weather update. Have a good night.